Oh hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back. We've just got some major updates on the Naughty Dog's The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer game. And if you guys are one of those who have been excited for the upcoming multiplayer game from the Naughty Dog Studios, then I think this new update that we've just received is most likely going to make most of you guys disappointed at least up to some scale. But then Neil Druckmann has also given us some more updates on this entire situation. Now before we jump into the update, let's catch up on all the things that Naughty Dog has revealed so far about the upcoming The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer project. Now, as we know, The Last of Us Part 2 was released in June of 2020, and that's when Naughty Dog basically promised all of their fans that they are going to be releasing a multiplayer version of the same game after a couple of months, and that never happened. And even after years, Naughty Dog did promise that they were going to be releasing a multiplayer game mode, and it's still in works, and they're trying to create something that's astonishing that they've never done before, even comparing with the first Factions game mode that was released for The Last of Us Part 1, which was the original multiplayer game. It seems as though Naughty Dog was trying their best in order to create something very unique with The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer. But then a lot of things did not really work out for this company because, number one, the devs that work on The Last of Us Part 2 are clearly a whole team of guys who have only been working on single-player camping games. So they're only focused on how to develop a game that is really good in terms of story mode and single player aspect only. But then when it comes to multiplayer game, that's a whole different genre that Naughty Dog seem to have absolutely no experience or whatsoever. And just when we were getting excited about The Last of Us Part 2 getting a new multiplayer game, it seems like Naughty Dog has just dropped a huge bomb right now, where the principal monetization designer has left the company, and apparently he's one of the main lead roles when it comes to monetizing the multiplayer Factions game mode that was in development. And out of the blue, he just left the company and he's no longer working with Naughty Dog anymore. Now, this announcement just came in yesterday, and I was shocked because it seemed like Neil Druckmann did promise that they are still working on this game. Although Sony did pretty much just announce that The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer game is going to get delayed, which is supposed to be released this year, but then it just got delayed, and once again, it's delayed indefinitely. So we don't exactly know on when it's going to be happening. And in a recent interview with Neil Druckmann, he did confirm that The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer faction game mode is still in works. But then it seems like the real truth is Naughty Dog doesn't have enough developers who are experienced enough with making a proper multiplayer game, although they're really good when it comes to making single player camping and storyline games. But then multiplayer is a completely different aspect, and it seems like the devs in there are not experienced enough, and whatever they tried to make or create with the multiplayer game, it definitely doesn't seem like it worked out. And the project is all over the place. Neil Druckmann himself currently has no idea on how to progress through the project and what to further on do with this project. So they're just trying to delay the game. And at this point, it just seems like Sony might have just abandoned the idea of making a Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer faction game mode, especially since the principal monetization designer has completely left the project, which means that there is absolutely no one right now that's working on monetizing the multiplayer game mode. And as we know, multiplayer games usually need monetization in terms of skins or any sort of microtransactions, or it could also be some sort of in-game purchases, skins, and all that stuff. So the guy who is working on Naughty Dog as principal monetization director was also the guy who was working with Epic Games on Fortnite. He's the same guy who was monetizing Fortnite in terms of selling skins, battle pass, and all that stuff for the entire Fortnite game. So he's the same dude that was hired by Sony in order to take over the project of The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer, and he is no longer working on the project or even with the company itself. So this is pretty clear that it seems like Sony has absolutely no idea or whatsoever on whether or not at this point they will be releasing a Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer, which I have to be honest, I'm very disappointed because I was super excited for this game just like you guys. I was expecting a lot more from Naughty Dog, especially since Neil Druckmann did say that they're creating something that they've never done before, and The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer was going to have a whole different vision that he has never done before in any of the games. Maybe this could have been a semi-open world game that could have had an entire surviving aspect where you and your friends basically survive together online. Well, also you could fight off other players or even survive together or make an entire different role-playing aspect of the game. That is something I was looking forward to from Naughty Dog kind of a company in order to make a proper multiplayer game. But then it seems like that's not going to be happening. And at this point, it just seems like we have no clue. There course, no proofs of whatsoever if Sony is still working on this game or not, which is unless Naughty Dog comes ahead and confirms and gives us more information about this, which of course I will keep my subscribers updated if we get any of those informations firstly right here on this channel. And as you guys know, this channel is the best when it comes to covering all of the informations, updates, and every single thing related to upcoming news, informations, leaks, gameplays, trailers, announcements. Everything is going to be available first on my channel, so make sure that you guys are subscribed to stay tuned with all of these informations. And of course, let me know in the comments down below which upcoming PlayStation game are you guys looking forward to. I know most of you guys are super excited for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and I of course am going to be playing that game. I'm going to do a full-on Let's Play walkthrough series on my second channel, which I will leave the link down below in the description of this video. Make sure to go ahead, subscribe for more relaxed and Let's Play kind of content on that channel. And yeah, with that being said, if you guys did go on and find this video useful, please just take a few seconds of your valuable time and drop a like on this video, because it does really help the channel out a lot. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.